In case I'm okay, there you go. I see your question. So, Joshua, if you have chosen your question, please tell me which one is.
Question 7.
Yeah.
And okay. And the question 8.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. So try to do, but I'll type a few questions. This is already a new thing, right? Factorizing Handlian. Okay. Remember the techniques we use, yeah? You don't like decimal? Can do something about it. If you're not sure how to, tell me, because that's supposed to be the first step.
Yeah, this question.
Yep. Type something. Do you notice the same? What is the same?
The C plus 2Ds.
Right. So that we are not confused, just choose one. So choose one of the C plus 2D. So for example, let's ignore this one and this one, right? For example, right? So they are the same. So you can factorize them, right? That's the principle of factorization, right? So in factorizing, remember, I'm doing something totally normal. I'm going to write what is similar in front, or it's the same in front, and then I'm going to write the relates, right? Right. That has always been the secondary one factorization principle. This is secondary one factorization. This is not even secondary two in that sense. Give it a try. Joshua, are you stuck?
No, I'm just gonna try to see the part B. I finished part A.
Right. A seems to be
2.25. Yeah.
Yeah, by the group of children, meaning to say it's a connected mass. Good. However, Anu, you make two mistakes here. Watch what your mistake is. First of all, this must be the bracket. Must have. Then this one better. I was hoping that you will bracket the inside easier, but the positive is now correct. So just be careful there. Good. And you can simplify the inside, which is just the next step that we can do. Joshua, are you stuck?
Yeah, on part B. Sorry.
So with every connected mesh question, they will always want to break it down. So they will
Okay.
always want to look at the interaction between the individual masses, which is what's happening in part B. So part A is as a whole, and then part B is individually, right? So
Yeah.
now I just type this. Just typing that. Here, yeah. In 4, right?
So do
A
we find
equals
their own like own forces, resultant forces? among
A is 9/4, right?
And then multiply
A
all
is
of them
9/4.
together.
So what's that? So what I'm drawing, you understand, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now watch it. Watch. Tension 1. Also tension 1. So meaning they're holding hands.
Yeah.
We call that tension. So tension 1, tension 1. Different from tension 2. We will assume that tension 1 is different from tension 2. And then lastly, this is the 135 Newton. You must be very clear about these arrows first. This is the principle.
Okay.
Okay, look at it slowly. If you think you understand, I will ask you to. Oh, well, you can do that. I'll explain.
Okay, I think I understand. Do I find like the
Right. So look at this diagram. Which one is the easiest to find? T1 or T2?
T1?
I agree. And T2, however, is also very easy to find. So both are easy to find. Give it a try. Careful, Anu. This is a simple careless mistake. Careful. Was a bit careless, I believe. That was a bit careless.
Because you have to find 24 times 9/4 times, yeah. Is it 24 times 9/4? You
T1
have to
first, is it?
find,
T1 first, yeah? T1. So
okay,
T1 will be equal to 9/4 times 16, right?
Yeah.
That's what? So 36 Newton.
but then it'll be different for 24. No,
The
T1
T1 will be the same. These are the same
T1.
because they are holding
okay.
hands. So one is pulling the other in the same force, right? So look at me using the easier one. I think T2 is easier to find here. I feel that's just my feeling, right?
Why do we minus 135?
Because remember, sigma F equals to MA.
Okay.
The resultant force, the resultant force. So the 20 kilogram child experiences a pull 135 and T2. So 135 minus T2.
Oh, okay.
This has to be very clear. Now for you, Anu, no. Yeah, Anu. So it is 64. I'm sorry, it is 64. Right? It is 64. Correct. Do you understand, Anu? Very important. Also, F1. When I say F1, I mean factorize secondary one. When I say factorize secondary one, I mean the simple. It's similar. R is present everywhere. So I feel that factorizing R will make your life so much easier. Something important in exam, right?
Yeah.
you should take that opportunity every time, like every time. Right? So now then you cross method or you do the difficult one.
Okay.
Joshua, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
You're okay. I will challenge you to find T2 using the 24 QZ one. It is also possible to do that. See whether the answer is the same or not.
Okay.
Anu, you'll be using the cross method from school or the difficult one. You're using the cross method. Probably will work. I guess it's not that difficult, I guess. Or you decided to use the difficult one. Also okay.
Do we add 36 instead of minusing 36? Because I got 54, right? But the tension must be 90. And then I found that 36, you have to add it to 54.
The 54 comes from, all right, okay. So I'm going to show you how I do it if I'm using this one, right?
Okay.
So it's going to be T2 minus T1, right? T2 minus 36, right? T2 minus 36 equals to 9 over 4 times 24. Right? There you go, that's your 56, right? 54. Right? So T2
Oh,
will
then
be
you just add,
36
yeah, okay.
plus 54 equals to 90. Right?
Okay.
Which is the same as what's happening here. It's also 90. Right? This is not a coincidence. They are supposed to be the same. If you do everything correctly, this is what it becomes very consistent like sometimes. If this is this new? Has your teacher ever shown you this before? Because it's a very specific question.
Not the connected mass one. I don't think I forgot if we've done the connected mass one. No, not the one with tension. No.
Then consider this to be new because the way I do it, it has to be done this way. But it's also not rigid. It is full of understanding in a way that it is very easy to get it wrong. So take it easy, and hopefully we can practice this connected mass in another question because I don't see any more here. That's part of the trouble. They always come up with connected mass question, but they don't necessarily give you enough quantity of factors. So, but you know that already. That's what's happening right now, right? But you know that already. So no worries lah. If you understand, then just take it as it is for now. Do notice also that the T2 is greater than T1. Notice that, right? And notice that the 135 is greater than the T2. Notice that. Meaning to say, the child in front is bearing the burden of 135 and 90, which means that child better be very strong.
Yeah.
The child behind is only bearing the burden of 36. One way some more. He can even, change hands if he's tired. So that child can be, weaker as it should be. Yeah. Put it another way, the guy in front, the skater, not the child, is doing the hardest job. Then the first child is doing the second hardest job. Then the third child is doing the third hardest job. And then the fourth is doing the fourth one. And that makes sense because the guy in front is pulling 3 child, so to speak. The first child is pulling 2 other child. The second child is only pulling 1 child. And the last child is just making sure that he's following. Right? This is the insight for connected mass. They are not working at the same force one. Definitely not one. Definitely not.
Okay.
Anu, are you a little bit stuck? It doesn't look nice, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't look like.
Oh. Sorry.
Do I see a solution? Okay. That's supposed to be, yeah, that's supposed to be 64. Yeah, that might be that. Oh, that makes things harder, but maybe there'll be an answer lah. Yeah, clearly this is a hard one. Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Wow. Joshua, do you know how to start question 8?
I think so.
See? Yeah, I can confirm, Anu, that there is an answer lah. I can confirm that lah. Okay. Notice your mental situation right now. To me, it feels that you are calm and analyzing your own mistake.
Yep.
You're facing a difficult question. You know it's difficult, and you simply do what needs to be done, including if there's a mistake, you handle it lah. Right? Taking out the minus is also a very good thing. Like all those things are, I argue, is a very necessary one. I don't think taking out the minus, taking out the r, and taking out the 1/5 is optional. It feels very necessary. You're doing it. You're finding out your mistakes. Your mental state is good lah. I'm mentioning something that will pressure you a bit. Like you're taking a long time, so it seems like an exam. Like it seems like you're taking a long time. But you're not supposed to rush in a difficult question. If you rush a difficult question, just don't do it even better, because you'll be wasting time. You won't get anything if you rush one. That you'll make mistakes in it. So this is the kind of mental state that you need to have if you're facing a difficult question in exam. That sort of a calm and collected manner. Don't rush. Preferably, we will do this after we do all the easier questions. Preferably, right? Better that way. Then you will feel even less pressure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good. Anu, you found the answer. Good. Good. Okay, how do you feel so far?
Good. Yeah.
Good. So I'm trying to pressure you a bit. See whether you can handle. I know it's not worth it, Takes a lot of time for you to do this question. You did get it right, but it takes a long time. It's just not worth it. What do you think? Sorry, Anu, can you hear me?
I didn't get that. It's not very clear.
Oh, sorry. So I'm trying to pressure you, but you try to handle it, okay? So Anu, I think you did it correctly, this question, but you take a long time to do it. I don't think it's worth it. What do you think?
I think it is because when after I finish it, I just feel happy because, I feel like I solved a problem, you know.
I agree with you. The morale gain, right? The morale gain is something important, especially in exam,
Mhm.
right? If we make a mistake or we are frustrated, we try not to lose too much morale. We'll lose some, but if we finish something difficult, we should enjoy the gain in morale. In that sense, in that sense.
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. However, my advice stays, you should probably do this as the last question, not as the first, probably not.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead. Do more. So Joshua, how is it so far? I see something. All right.
Let's start.
Yeah. Wow.
The resultant force is 35.
35. I agree with you right now. Oh yeah. Okay, right.
Then
So I'm not sure
upward
about
force.
the 60 and 30. I wouldn't be so sure, right? But I agree with your conclusion that this is 35. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Right. So the 60, 30, I'll just say that I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. So now your EMATH trigonometry is EMATH trigonometry, which means that you need Tokaso. And let me confirm, do you even learn Tokaso?
Yeah, we did.
All right. So this is nothing. This is now math. Your physics is done well. You understand me, Joshua? Your physics is done well. You are now in math territory. So the math, let me just reiterate, looks like this one. This is 35 and this is 40. Now, what your teacher might need to tell you is that if a triangle, you know three things. 90 degrees is 1, 35 and 40 is 2. That triangle is solvable. That means you can find anything you want. In this case, what does the question want? The guy wants this one, right?
Yeah.
The guy wants it. Yeah. Now you can use
Cosine.
Tokaso. Cosine. Well, let me see. Let me see how you do it. This is my first time seeing your Tokaso.
30 opposite adjacent hypotenuse. Wait, no, not 30. What? Sorry.
So I know from now on we'll use a short form. Yeah, F1 means the secondary one factorization, right? The one that takes similar stuff out, right? F2 is your double bracket, the one that you learn in secondary school, right? Now everybody will be tempted to try to do the secondary 2 one, the new shiny one. I really argue otherwise. I think if you can do F1, you do F1 first.
Yep.
So instead of busily looking for opportunity to F2, I will do F1, 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 especially when things look hard. And this thing look hard. Your 11B question just now looks hard, and F1 really helps a lot. F1 this, F1 that. So let me see your F1, please. Every last bit of F1 helps.
For 5A?
For 5A, yes. There is, I think, an opportunity of F1 that will be helpful. I feel that's what I feel.
Yeah.
I agree with what you do, Joshua. Your math seems fine. So what makes you, not use your math just now? Your math is nice and intact, as far as I can tell.
I think because I didn't think Trigo would be included. Because usually she hasn't mentioned any Trigo inside till now.
Trigo is super included, like super.
Okay.
It's just super included. Right? So have no doubt, it will be so. Okay. I mean, when you see angle, just suspect that the math will be Trigo already. Right. Okay. Nice F1s. Yeah, I like your F1s. So what's your next question, Joshua? Very, very useful F1. Very, very useful F1, Anu. But you already know that. Are you stuck, Anu? Are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
What do you know? Spoiling it for you, it's another F1. What do you know? Wow, another F1,
Oh,
right? I hope that makes sense. Oh, it's just another F1. It's just another F1. Oh, it's another F1. Okay, Joshua, which question?
Question 9. I'm taking a screenshot of it right now.
Okay. So question 1 has no drawing. A question that has no drawing is it's a question that is harder than if it has a drawing.
Okay.
Do not resist the drive to draw, right? Partly because we're a visual, person,
Yeah.
but also because a correct drawing always makes it easier. Of course, a wrong drawing will make it impossible, but no drawing doesn't help, really. So there's no drawing. If I could draw, that would be great.
Hmm.
Good, Anu. Continue. Yes, very good. Yeah. At this point, you probably will feel settled. Good.
I thought this is going to be a very long.
Yeah.
Topic.
And that's how it's easy to tame. Yeah? Easy to tame. Right? Okay. Maybe, okay, I'm trying to shake your confidence a bit, handle it. Anu, you did it correctly, but so many steps. Why are you doing it in so many steps? Such a waste of time.
In case I make careless errors.
I agree that it is a time well spent. Yeah, maybe your brain will be telling that to you, instead of boosting your morale, maybe your brain will say, "Oh, I took so long to settle something that turns out to be simple." But that's not true. Right? That's not true. Your thinking is what matters, not the amount of steps that you write. Anyway, you write very fast one. Right? So although sometimes I will argue that you're writing too much, but in this case, I feel that your thinking is in step with your working. So I feel that that's a very good thing. Okay. Only when your writing is so many that it clouds your thinking, that's where I protest. But I will not protest your person. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Right. Can you? Wonderful. Not sure about your half times 7 times 2, yeah, Joshua. Like you're plucking a formula, which I think I know what that formula is, but I'm not sure why you would do that here. But you're doing great for the first part, though. So like that. Good, Joshua. So you switch into finding acceleration. I agree. I like that a lot. And the mass is 50. Yeah. value of applied force. Yeah.
I had to add the 50 again, right? Because of the friction.
So I agree that the 175 is for accelerating, right? I
Mm,
also agree that the 50 will be the one, will be the one to overcome the friction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me check. Now, this doesn't make a lot of sense. Let me see for a while. Let me think for a while. Wait, what's going on here? Oh goodness me! Oh goodness me! Oh my goodness! All right, okay. So I read wrongly. Turns out your part A is wrong. Wow. Okay, your part A is wrong. Go back to your part A. Now, why is your part A wrong? First thing first, that's velocity, not acceleration.
never mind. Okay. All right. Constant
Secondly,
velocity. Okay.
hear me, hear me.
Yep.
Constant velocity means no acceleration.
Mm,
Right? So the tree, not sure why the tree is there, but he's
Yeah.
telling me that this is not acceleration. There's no acceleration because acceleration is what is important, not the velocity, right?
Yeah.
But he go and apply 200 Newton. He go and apply 200 Newton, and then he gets no acceleration. Do you know what that means? 200 Newton is big, lah. It's really big, and then he gets no acceleration whatsoever from it. What does that mean?
Friction is a lot.
Yes, 200. Friction is 200. That's what it means.
Oh,
Does that make sense? The
Okay.
200 Newton is just used up, so to speak, to overcome friction. That's why you get no acceleration.
okay.
So for part B, you'll be adding 200 lah inside. Yeah. Okay. And then that's it. Right. So part A was wrong because of that. Be careful. Anu, are you stuck?
Yeah.
Right. So I guess I'm okay with what you're doing here. It just feels that you're trying to look for opportunities, lah, right? So I'm okay with that, right? What I'm not okay is that you do notice that there. Oh, wait. I noticed a lot of things. So what's going on here? Wait. Okay, wait. How come? Okay, how come like this? How come I notice this and you don't? Right. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, they are both the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now also, I put dot to, of course, to say that 10 is not equal to 12. I mean, we know that, but there's an opportunity there.
Yeah, I was trying that out, but then I wasn't so sure how it would work out.
But I think the main thing is the x plus 2y. And then furthermore, I think this also represents an opportunity. I know they are not the same, but definitely there's an opportunity there. So first you're taking out the 2. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I would do that also. And then you'll be taking out the x plus 2y. Also that makes sense. And then I feel that the green also represents an opportunity, but you have to set it up. You have to set it up properly.
I can add like a plus and a plus.
Oh no, please don't do that. No, please. I mean, what you just want is just F1 minus the one that you did on top, right? That's what you did. What? See, you did the same thing one here. So you just F1 negative, lah, right?
Yeah.
Just set it up that way, and then there goes that's the opportunity. So Joshua, what's the next question?
Question 6. Okay.
Okay, frictionless sounds good. So is this confusing for you? Oh, you got it. Okay. Okay, good, Anu, good. So whatever is left, good. Yes, okay. Go slow, yes. Yes. Whatever is left. So it's left there, right? Yes, very good.
Wait, so that's it.
I will simplify the remaining one. If I could. I'm not sure whether I could, but I'll try, I guess. Other than that, I think that's it. Look. So this is a harmless looking question, which turns out to be quite difficult, Joshua. Yeah, you're drawing something I like. Well, what are you drawing? What kind of graph? Tell me. What kind of graph are you drawing?
VT graph.
VT, I like, because VT graph can potentially give you
2.0
right?
times 10. Is it? And then
I mean, you have to draw the V graph correctly first, right? Okay.
Mm.
Where's this minus 1? Where does the 4 come from? You have the initial velocity, right? You have velocity is
0.
yeah, which is conveniently like very convenient, right? Right. What is this 20 on the graph? So there's 20 and 20 where, right? And time equals to
10.
10. Very good. I think your drawing of the VT graph is the right direction, and you also draw it correctly, and now you use the area. I think you're doing a good job. If you learn this from your teacher, I think your teacher is teaching you the right thing. This is not a basic question. Let's just say that. This is definitely not a basic question. Exam worthy. Exam worthy.
Okay.
Right. So even though the class might be a bit, lacking a bit, but you're learning good stuff also. So that's that. Yeah. So Anu, I look at 25 for now. Can I confirm that 25 looks totally weird?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this question is doing here. Yeah, this question is technically speaking a secondary 3A math. I think I remember telling you this. Like there was that happening also. It's very weird for me to see this. It's extremely weird for me, right? But we can try doing it, if we want to. But you're gonna do 22 and 24 first. Like 25 is just weird. It's just, I think I'll just do it for you later, right? Okay, then you can see for yourself. Now, are we practicing the right thing for exam? Is this what we want to practice? You sure?
Yeah.
You're not missing any other stuff that you feel that you're lacking?
No.
All right. Okay, let's see 22 and 24.
What's it? I think I have something else that I might want to ask.
Feel free to, right? Maybe you prioritize the what feels important, right?
Yeah.
Joshua, if you could move the camera down or just zoom up also. Okay. Oh, the velocity after 10 seconds is done. Hey, that's so weird.
Oh. Well,
You already know.
should be
You
swapped,
already know
isn't
that.
it? Like,
Yeah, it should be swapped. It's very weird. Yeah. How come?
okay.
Yeah. I feel that C is, yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, I think it should be swapped.
Mm.
Okay, but you handle it well. Good. What do we know? Question 10. Question 10 is, what kind of question, Joshua?
Like,
Connected mass question.
oh,
Don't you see? Those are two masses.
yeah, connected by tension.
Yeah, by a rope, which will be a tension. The direction is a bit more complicated than the previous one. Noted lah, but the principle stays the same. This is a connected mass question, and you will have to do it in a way that is very similar to how we did it in question 7. This is a good practice. Let's see. Let's see how you will handle it. No, if okay, you have put it something. You have put it something. Right. Your concern is question 12, Hans.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it for you, or do you want to try?
Can you like guide me along the way? Because I am not.
Right. First, F1. Take the F1 opportunity first, please. Your eyes should have been trained to see whether there is an opportunity for F2, which you did see. Good. Hey, what? No. I mean, okay. I guess you can do this. You can do 1 to 5 divided by 2. Sure thing. No problem.
Oh, what does it mean by F2?
No. I mean, that's for unknown. Sorry. No.
Oh, sorry. I read.
Right. Okay. Right. So for you, your starting one will be an individual. You start at the individual level. I think the weight is not 50. What the weight is? Oh, 50. It is 50. I'm sorry. Okay. It's gonna be equal to the A, which you don't know, right? You don't know, right? So you must admit that right now you do not know the tension and you do not know the acceleration. Am I correct? Anu, do you see the opportunity for F2? Do you see an opportunity for F2? Double bracket.
Yeah.
Take it in general. That's probably gonna be okay. Right? In exam, if you see an opportunity, take it first. At this point, if you can see what you're supposed to do, well, that's it. Look, right? Nothing much to it. If you cannot, I'll give you more. So, Joshua, we acknowledge that we do not know T, and we also do not know A. We just acknowledge that. You understand me?
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with you not knowing T and A. If you know it, something is wrong. Right? Because the question doesn't tell you. So notice that you have two unknowns, correct or not?
Yeah.
For two unknowns, mathematically, you need how many equations? Math. Yes, you have one now. Good. Find the other equation. Your physics is fine. There's nothing wrong with your physics. You need another equation through physics also, so that you can get two equations and two unknowns. That's the math. Where can you get the other one, right? Yeah, Anu, I believe that you have seen how to do it, and then that's it, right? So this question is weird because they never ask you for X and Y, nor do you need to. As you have seen for yourself, just taking F1 and F2 kind of tames the question, makes it very manageable, right? So F1 and F2. right? So they like to put this kind of question in exam, just one. So, right. So Joshua, you can flip back and forth. It's still going to be one equation to unknown. We need another equation, right? We need another equation. Flipping them doesn't help you, generate another equation.
Isn't it? Okay, so I found the tension, right? The quote
The
unquote
F2, right?
tension.
So,
F1.
yeah, the
And then
F for the F2 means the mass 2, right? The second mass, isn't
yeah.
it? That's what you mean by F2. Okay, so please notice that the F2 can be represented as
550 minus 5a.
yeah. So I don't know about your F. I feel that your F1 is. I mean, you can just find your F1 is correct. Let's say, but I think you should write down as W minus T, not F1 minus T. I feel that that's very suspicious presentation.
Okay,
right?
all right. Yep.
Right. So W. So I don't mind the F1, but W, please. Now, same thing with F2 lah. Now, F2 should be represented by, the real forces. So you haven't done that. The way that F1 is W minus T, F2 F2 is
F2 is 50 minus 5a, no?
no, F2 is just T.
Yeah. So T
It's
equals
only
to
T. Yeah, T equals to 2A. That would be correct physics. You have to get that correct lah.
oh, okay, I see.
Right.
All right, never
Right.
mind.
You have to do that.
Okay.
Now, once you do that, the math is easy lah, but your physics must be correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have two equations to unknown. Everything is easy lah.
Simultaneous.
This simultaneous is not difficult lah.
Yeah, it's quite easy. Sure.
Right. So Anu, are you stuck?
Yeah, I realized that this one needs to times 4 and this one needs to times 5, but I don't know how to put in the working.
Right. So Anu, you must read the question. The question asks you to expand, not to factorize. So you might be a bit on the wrong side there, right? You're supposed to expand, right? So I don't think you should be looking for similar factors. I mean, you look for similar factors when you want to factorize, man. You're not factorizing here. He wants you to expand. So part of it.
Yep.
Right. Secondly, this is wrong. Be careful. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of mistakes here. This is wrong also, and this is also wrong, right? So there's a mistake here. You better correct that.
Oh. That's minus.
You're sure? Okay, yeah. I mean, you found the A, you found the T lah. Simple lah.
Okay. It's 35.
So the important thing about connected mass question is to spot that is a connected mass question. Usually the moment you do that, it does become slightly easier. So I know you still make another mistake. Now this bothers me, yeah? This bothers me. Hopefully the next connected mass you can spot it, right? And then you can deal with it and that will make you happy. Okay, good. Oh, there's that. And then you will realize that, things are going to be quite easy.
Oh, we cannot use calculator for the exam. So what if I have to like square big numbers? How am I supposed to do it?
Oh, I mean, what is 16 square, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you the shortcut lah. Okay, let's say you don't want to waste time, you can do things manually, yeah? But you don't want to waste time, you want to do other questions, or you just want to get other marks in exam, like totally valid concerns. Understand? What you do is just you write 16 square law. That's it law.
We can do that.
I mean, you lose 1 mark lah, but it's only 1 mark. You're minimizing your loss. You acknowledge that I don't know what 16 square is, and I don't want to waste time at it. I'll take my 1 mark loss. Okay, you understand? Because in the end, there's no other way but to do it manually lah. And I hope your teacher doesn't design question like this, because it's wasting time in doing some manual work, which is not the best manual work. So I feel that I hope your exam will not be like that. If it is like that, you can just see. So I'm more concerned with the mistake you just made. Now that I'm very concerned. That one is not okay. Yeah. No. Look. Now I'm concerned, right? So either you do this. You understand? Either that or this one. Either one. You get this clear. It is the question is designed to confuse you. Slow down and try to understand what's going on here. Don't just copy my work, right? Oh, Joshua, that's done. Okay. So kinematics. Okay. Yeah, just now was a lot of forces, and I'm happy to discuss those few forces type, like the angle, the connected mass. Yeah, mostly. And then the one that is linked to kinematics. Right? Yes, you're saying?
How do you know if it's like a connected mass? Is it like just connected between 2 ropes, I guess, right?
In the case of the child, they give you individual masses, and then you have to treat them as a group some point of the question. So that's connected masses. In the case of the 2 masses connected by a rope, it's like too obvious, right? For the child, I will argue that it is after a while kind of obvious. After a while. So there is no hard and fast rule. I will argue that it is always a visual question. A connected mass cannot be not visual. They have to draw it for you. And because they draw it for you, you kind of can see it.
Okay.
Now you know what to look for, so don't be too stressed about it. There's a good chance that you'll be able to spot it, right?
Okay.
Yes, Kakak Brian, I can see you. Yeah. Elliot, can you hear me?
Yes.
So Elliot, we were discussing when to do division, right? So back there we're deciding it's going to be today and tomorrow. Now, let me clarify first. Today, right now, 1.5 hours. Is this a good day to study math? Is it a good time to study math?
If not today, then when?
I also don't know. No, I don't know. So this is the best time, not necessarily a very good time, but this is not so bad. Is that correct, Elliot?
Yeah.
All right. Also, probably we should do it today because next week there is no tuition. So there's that. There's also that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kakak Brian, today is crowded. And Kyoko is not here yet. Okay. So Kakak Brian, please be with Elliot first. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Sure. There might be a swap later. So, So I would like to confirm something to you. I don't mind you continuing, but do you want to continue? Do you want to go past the 1 hour?
Actually, I don't mind, but I have other chapters to revise.
what I'm saying is, if you want to continue, please tell your mom this. Just inform her so that she's not surprised by it, and then we can discuss whatever we want.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah, I'll just continue for another half an hour. Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead, but please tell her first, not tell her later, tell her now.
Okay. Oh yeah, I informed her.
Wonderful. Okay. Yoko, I can see you. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful.
I'm stuck here. Yeah.
What he wants is simplify. So I guess you can expand first, and I think expanding is not a bad thing. We should try that, right? We don't know the direction. I would encourage you to simply expand more.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? Right? See where that goes, right? We should be courageous to try things in exam. I mean, it already looks difficult, so I guess might as well. Expanding is not cross method. Cross method is for factorization. Be careful there. Expanding is easier. Expanding is rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, you make a mistake. Oh, right. Okay, look. This is a square. So this is wrong. Oh, goodness me. That's bad. Right.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad. No, that's bad. Yeah, that be careful there, right? No, that one is a confusion, right?
Yeah.
Kyoko, if you have the Jamboard, I can follow. So Kyoko, tell me when you have the Jamboard.
Okay, sir.
Joshua, are you okay?
Okay, it's okay so far.
Yeah, because your kinematics seems to be rather okay, lah. So I'm not that worried. You're doing all the right things, I guess. You converted the 90. Yeah, I see you're doing all the right things. Yeah, I agree that you should be converting that.
Yeah.
Can you zoom out a little bit? Right?
Sorry.
Yeah, so that it's not cut, right? Yeah, right. Okay. So that's what's the time there? The time is the time 2.5?
Because it's
The time.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Yeah, just to make sure. Yeah, looks good to me. It's 0.75. Oh. Your 0.5 is not accounted for, isn't it? Oh, that's a problem. Your 0.75 is not accounted for, Joshua.
Oh no.
That worries me. That worries me a bit.
Do I add 0.75 to 2.5 then?
I'm sorry.
So I
0.
add-
Yeah. Times 25. Times 25.
Times
Oh, yeah, you
25.
can. No. I'm sorry. Yes, you can add them, but if you want to add them, then your graph better change,
Yeah, okay, I'll change the bottom part, yeah.
The shape of the graph changes. You slow down. It's not an easy question. Because they ask you to draw. That's the whole thing. You may be drawing the wrong thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about your shape, right? So Anu, yeah. So you're doing the right thing, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And so it turns out that it solves your problem, right? So it turns out, right? Okay, good. Right. So Joshua, I cannot follow. If you have no problem, please.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yep.
Right.
50
So
meters.
what you did is that, 31.25. That's the result. Anyway, what?
Wait, hold on.
The 25 times 0.75. Yeah. So that is the problem, though. So I think you will hit, right? Your conclusion change.
Do I have to minus, right? Because that's 2.5. Minus 0.75. And then this one should be.
You have to. You still have to use the 2.5 there.
And then I
So the
multiply by
triangle.
1.75. Right.
Why is it 1.75?
Because it's
Okay,
the cube, right? And then you multiply by this one. The base of this one will be 1.75 because you minus.
No,
0.
Joshua. So, okay, solid, right? Joshua, the triangle never changed. Your original triangle was correct. It was 25 and 2.5. That was correct. You're supposed to just shift it to the right. And now you have a rectangle there.
Oh,
But
okay.
the original triangle was correct.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yep, do you understand? You understand it? You understand?
Yep,
So,
okay.
So the triangle is correct. You just have to add the rectangle and, see what happens.
Okay, I see.
Anu, are you stuck?
Finished doing that, I went back to the previous page.
Oh, 15i, is that easy? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah, done correctly. Good. You mean your part 2 is okay, lah? You know how to handle part 2, isn't it?
Isn't that?
They kind of like to do this, lah. They do like to do this.
Oh.
It's not difficult. It's not difficult. That's the thing. It is not difficult if you could handle the first part. It is a matter of trying to read the question, but it's not meant to be difficult. So just you can kind of like make sure that you can handle it, I guess.
I'll just try. Yeah.
Rocco, do you have the Jamboard? Right. Okay, there you go. Right. Okay, right.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yep, it is. If you see it there, done, like, yeah. Yeah. So the A is 3. So that means the answer should be A square, right? So you should be, presenting A square as the final answer.
Yeah.
Based on part 1, right? So same thing with 14. 14 is just the same. So Joshua, how do you handle part B?
I tried using the formula like this, right? Because we had to add the
Anu, if you're comfortable with the part 2, then good lah. Good. So you're going back to the previous.
Yeah.
So Joshua, the answer is 20. So your rectangle is again, your rectangle is 25 times 0.75, right? It's weird. I feel that your 40, and that's so weird. So I feel that your 40 should be minus the rectangle first. No, you're correct. Because the maximum speed is not known. I'm sorry. So your 0.7i is a representation of the rectangle. The 2.5 is, let me think carefully. Your 2.5 is probably wrong. Yeah, because 2.5 assumes that it's 25 divided by 10. The 2.5 got problem.
2.5, but
you're assuming that the base of the triangle will be 2.5. That is true only because the starting velocity is 25.
Okay.
So it was 25 divided by
10.
10, right? So instead, you want this to be A divided by 10.
Yeah.
Instead, you want it that way.
I don't know why, but this feels wrong.
I understand your decisions. Yeah, totally. Yeah, let me see carefully. Yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Why is it wrong? Tell me the answer. Sorry. This looks fine. This looks great. SYF, yeah. Right. So, Kyoko, I agree that you should be very tired today. Okay, so let's be honest, Kyoko. Can you think today? Like right now, can you think?
Not very well.
How about you rest today? How about you think carefully? You still think about this carefully. You rest today, but tomorrow you do 2.5 hours. Let's go from 7:30 to 10.
7 what?
Because wait. On Sunday you don't have, right? Sorry, correct. On Sunday do we have? Sorry, on Sunday. I forget.
Sunday have, yeah.
Oh, Sunday you have, right? So sorry. So is tomorrow a good day? So today you rest, tomorrow you do 1.5 hour. Is a good day?
Yeah.
Then just do tomorrow lah. Just today rest just recover lah. What do you think?
Okay.
Plus integration, not exam, right?
Yeah.
So we don't care about integration until after exam. You'll catch up very soon. Don't worry. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Gyako. All right. So Anu, is it? Oh, so Anu, it is correct, right? So why did you say it was wrong? It was wonderful, right?
It just felt wrong a bit.
It's fine. All right, Joshua. So you have a quadratic lah, which means that this is what happened to your 0.75a? How come your 0.75 don't have a1? What's going on there?
20. And then well, sorry, I just didn't write it down.
Yeah,
I multiplied by 20. And then
which is which you make a mistake because your 40 didn't time 20 lah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So there was and then now it's math lah. Now it's math lah.
Just use calculator then.
Oh, please do. Yeah. Just save your time, right? Save your time and use calculator. Not sure that the answer will be nice lah. Oh, and the way you use A, okay, I would slightly disagree with your letter choice lah. A is, acceleration lah, so that was a bit confusing. I would argue that you probably want to use another letter lah, like, W
X.
or V2 or X is used for displacement, so I will also reserve that lah. I will use just other types of letter lah, because it can be confusing. It can be. Let's try to avoid that, right? Suddenly our brain kena short circuit, and then in exam we think, hey, it's acceleration, and then you're just sabotaging ourselves. Right?
B, how about B? B, can you use B?
B is fine. Yeah, B.
B squared.
B is good.
Hold on.
Yeah, so Anu, the way you handle the minus, I don't feel comfortable. So today you do make kind of similar mistake, right? So what I'm talking about is this is minus and this is the whole bracket. So I feel that you're very hasty in opening the bracket, such that the mistake is inevitable. I feel that kind of mistake you must not, and you don't realize that there's a mistake. That's a problem.
Yeah.
I have to point it out for you. Like you are rushing the opening of the bracket without. Yeah, it's not good. It's not. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll just redo it.
No. Undo, yeah. No, fix your mistake. I want you to fix your mistake instead. Don't redo. I want you to handle the mistake. Yeah, so it's not a very nice number, right, Joshua? But I think the answer is reasonable, right?
It's reasonable. Yeah,
it's reasonable. Do you have an answer key? This one, I think we better confirm lah. See whether we're correct or not. Right. Yeah, this is a challenging question. This is no joke. It's so easy to make a mistake. No joke.
It's quite short. But like it's actually quite.
But
deceiving.
It's deep. It's deep.
Yeah.
Really deep, right? So again, must check. Maybe we both missed something, right? Check. So you fix the signs. Good. Yeah, good and good. Yeah. So is the answer key correct? 21.8.
Answer key. I think she's gonna mark it and then.
Oh, right. Okay, then we'll know it. So we don't know now. Okay, Anu. So that looks half, right? That looks half. But you're already at a very good position, right? Okay. Yeah, you're doing all the correct things except for the hasty bracket lah.
Yeah.
Hasty bracket opening. Yeah, it matters a lot, right? Yeah. Are you stuck on?
Maybe.
It's weird. How come it feels that you shouldn't be? Sorry, yeah. How come you're stuck here? Wait, that's very weird. You're stuck at 4x squared plus 19x. Wonderful, right? Equals to 21. You're stuck there, really. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so go back to your basic. To solve a quadratic using your secondary 2, right? We suspect that this is going to be a secondary 2 factorization, right? It's a reasonable suspicion, right?
Mm-hmm.
To do that, the right-hand side must be equal to 0, ma?
Yeah.
Right. So going back to basics, this is the very basic of things. The number is, weird, but the basics are there. Lah.
Mm-hmm.
You have been doing difficult questions for a while. Are you tired?
A bit.
Yeah, must be the case. Lah. Exam is not going to be 1.5 hours of difficult question, right? There'll be like at most 2 difficult questions. So you're already training over lah. And it's kind of obvious that you are tired because you're making, the small mistakes, right? Kind of obvious.
Yeah.
So yeah, better stop soon. So Joshua, is this going to be a harmless question or is it going to be difficult?
I think it's gonna be a harmless. Yeah, it's quite harmless, this one. I can skip this one.
Okay, right. Oh, you're talking about part 3, is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
question 3 is harmless. I'm talking about question 2. Question 2 also
Question 2
harmless.
is harmless, yeah. I just have to
Oh, it
have
is.
to.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, question
Quite
1 is so
convenient.
terrible. Question 1 is so
Yes.
terrible. Just whack
Question
you.
2 is yeah. It's
Just
quite weird to
punch
start out
you.
the worksheet and then it went easy and then went hard again.
Yeah, it just punches you straight at top. Okay. Yeah. Let's skip the easy one. Maybe we can do one more, right? Yeah, if you skip the easy one, right? Ooh, quite tough. Yeah. So you take your time, right? Time. But I can assure you it's solvable. Yeah, it is solvable. So if you're patient, you will find it lah. But you're tired right now, so let this be your final training lah. Yeah. This is not because we don't need to train for tiredness, right? There is no need to train for tiredness until secondary 4. You should make sure that you're not tired in exam instead. You think question 4 is to be done, Joshua?
Because there's acceleration time graph. I have to construct that one.
Okay. I guess that takes some effort. Yeah, some effort. are you okay? Or are you
Oh, I can't find. I'm not sure what
Correct.
this. Yeah.
all right? So, it is a plus, isn't it? Oh wow. Will this give you trouble? Oh, it might give you trouble, isn't it? It might actually give you trouble. Wait, let me confirm one thing.
Sorry.
Let me just confirm one thing. Yeah?
Mhm.
Oh. Oh, surprise, surprise. Let me think. Let me check one more time. Oh, goodness me, I found a mistake. Oh, goodness me. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. I found a mistake. Look, Anu, you're tired, right? You're tired. Our training shouldn't go to the, if you're tired, what to do. No. If you're tired, you rest, right? In your exam, you're not supposed to be tired. You're supposed to be fresh. So I would suggest that it's just a very small careless mistake from the start. I suggest that you stop right now. And then tomorrow you go and find your careless mistake and then you'll feel happy that way. You shouldn't continue right now. It'll make you feel bad for unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Also. Okay. You have done quite enough for today. Right. So it's a good practice for today. So just rest. Tomorrow you do. If you really cannot find it, then I'll tell you lah. But I think you'll be able to find the careless mistake.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right. So good job, Anu, for today.
Thanks.
Okay. I'll see you in 2 weeks time.
Okay.
Bye-bye. So Joshua, you oh yeah, displacement, yeah, of course, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of work, but that's that, right? Can't. I mean, if we get it, we get it, right? It's simple math, right?
Yeah.
So the acceleration graph, right? So I usually find it much easier if you do it on the same page, but you're supposed to calculate the acceleration also, right? One by one, right? So I guess you should start with that.
Oh
If
no.
you want,
Oh.
are you feeling tired now?
It's a bit.
Because
Like,
I don't think it'll pose a challenge to you if you're not tired. I think you know how to do it.
I
You're
think
supposed to
it's
calculate gradient.
yeah, it's quite simple, but it's so tedious.
I know,
Very
and you
tedious.
stop doing it now. You stop doing it now because even for a secondary student, you don't need to go into, oh, my exam practice should include when I'm tired. That's not
Mm.
true, you know. You shouldn't be tired during exam. That's the right thing. So there is no need to practice when you're tired.
Yeah.
Right. So I will argue that you stop right now. You have done quite enough. You do it again tomorrow. Just to confirm that you can lah. It's not a biggie lah. It's not a big deal. It's okay lah. It's okay. Right. Okay.
Yep.
Right. So when I see you in 2 weeks time, you would have completed your chemistry and physics exam now, correct?
I don't think so. I think it's either next week or next week. No, I think it's next week. Sorry.
So there is a possibility that next Wednesday, right? Next Wednesday,
so,
we
yeah.
can still study for exam. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good lah.
Like
If
last
that
minute,
happens,
yeah.
that's good lah. Sure thing. You do your stuff, you do your own practice, and I'll see you in 2 weeks time lah.
Okay. All right. Thank
Good
you.
job for today. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yep. Slowly, yeah, close slowly, yeah. Anish, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. A bit late. Yeah. Let's start quickly. What do we do today?
Chemistry.
Right. Let's use the previous Jamboard and let's start immediately.
Yeah.
That would be the Sunday. Eh? Oh yeah, that would be the Sunday one because the Monday one uses that one. So I'm using the Sunday one. If you want to use something else, tell me. Yeah, I'll follow you. Yeah. So come, let's go.
I also want to talk to you about the Tuesday, Wednesday thing. I think every alternate Wednesday I do it. Every alternate Wednesday I do tuition.
I'm sorry. What do you mean? So 1 week Tuesday, 1 week Wednesday, 1 week Tuesday, 1 week Wednesday. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So to this week is Wednesday. So by right next week is Tuesday, lah.
Yes. Because I mean, because every alternate Wednesday I have blended learning, which means no school. So it's online school. So today was online school, so I have no school today. So I can do today.
Right.
But Wednesday I'll have.
Okay.
So is that okay?
Okay. I guess that's fine then. Okay. So let's start quickly.
Yeah. I would have math material, but I'll do chemistry.
You said it already. What's the material? Come.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Also, we started statistics on math. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, I can hear you. But your voice is.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're saying about statistics?
Yeah. We started statistics.
Your integration has stopped. I see.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's it.
Okay.
He said that, but there's no statistics tested for this videos.
I would. Yeah.
So tomorrow when we do math, I think we just cover statistics, and next week if we do math, we do that, and then after that, just go back to integration, regardless of school progress.
We'll see lah, but I guess that's good for exam, right? I think we should be starting our exam training, right? Okay. Right. Okay. So come, let's continue quickly. Oh, this is now battery. You're not doing battery.
Sorry, wrong worksheet.
I'm asking you to do 7 by yourself, right? Because you did it last time. If you forget, then just treat it as a new thing, but you're going to do that yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so 7 by yourself. 7 by yourself. 7 by yourself. You try this, right? So 8, you were There's nothing at 8, is it?
8 we did yes.
Are you sure? Check again.
In the last question we did,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I was telling you that C, you better pay attention to your, just pay attention to your teacher lah, for C lah. Okay. So, good. Okay, let's just go to 9. So, teacher haven't discussed this, right?
No. I mean,
Will teacher discuss this?
there's no
Will
school.
teacher discuss this?
Oh, well.
Yeah, will.
Well,
I hope so lah. These are all serious questions that is worth discussion. If your teacher doesn't discuss this, then you tell me, okay? Or if he or she discuss this in a rush way lah, you tell me. Okay,
Right.
This is the assumption is that you will be paying attention in class and you will get more out of it lah. That's the
Okay.
assumption. Now, please switch your audio to phone lah. This is not good.
again, okay, sure. Can you hear me?
Much better as per usual. Okay, so now Ainesh, let's always start with electron flow, candidates, who win, who lose. Come on, always start with that. This question should be a serious question. So we start with all the basic stuff. Okay? Yeah, this question is a serious question. Electron flow, candidates, who win. Come on. We might not be in the same Jamboard. Huh?
Okay. The mass lost the what?
Next, for the third time, I say electron flow, candidates, who win, who lose. All right, good.
That's it.
Good. So candidates.
Hmm.
Good. Who win, who lose?
CU wants to gain electrons.
You say that for the 100th, 1,000, 1 million times, right? You go settle that yourself. Lah. If you want to make that mistake in exam, go and do it. Right? Just go and do it.
So I'm assuming they want to lose it then.
What's the point of me telling you every time? Why do you think that metals want to gain electron? Can you settle that, please? Why do you think that? Why do you think that metals want to gain or lose electron?
I mean, I just realized you have to lose because periodic table.
Cause what?
Periodic table.
All right. Tomorrow, if you do it again, try to remember it yourself. All right.
Yeah.
I'll leave you be if you make the same mistake tomorrow. Okay. I promise you that.
What is this? Percentage purity. Oh,
Could you please just mention who wins here?
oh wait, hold on. Oh, who wins? Should be this. And
draw a connection between the Cu that wins to the Cu2 plus on the other side. Because when Cu wins, what does it become?
Q2 plus.
So you kind of draw a connection to the Cu2 plus in order to mention that the Cu that becomes Cu2 plus will go and supply the Cu2 plus on the negative side. There's a There's a cross going on there, right?
Okay.
So based on your win and loss, what will happen on the positive side? Like CU wins, right? So what's your observation there?
So then
Since
this
this CU wins, right?
Smaller.
Well,
And
correct.
then,
Which is what is that what the question is saying?
yes.
All right, good. So good job, right? Then what happened to the CU2 plus on the negative side?
It will, wait, so CO2 plus will dissolve with the sulfate? Or no?
Usually lah, but it will also then be attracted to the negative side, right? That's what you're saying, because the CO2 plus is a candidate there, right?
Mm.
And then what happened to the CO2 plus over there?
Okay, I'm not very sure.
You say that he wins. So what does it mean? And what's your electron flow? What's your electron flow? Come on. So look at the electron flow to answer what happened to CO2 plus. CO2 plus wins by receiving the electron, right? That's what he's winning, right?
But
So
then I don't
CO2
want
plus receive electron, so it becomes?
even more.
What are you talking about here?
Becomes
Write down the reaction, please. CO2 plus receive electron means what? So this becomes? Is an arrow, please, not equal? But balance it properly. The electron, oh goodness. So what does CO2 plus become? Your C is wrong, by the way. Yeah? So what does CO2 plus become?
Oh, it's the other way around.
What does the CO2 plus become?
Cu metal.
Does that make sense? Is that what the question is saying?
Yeah, but then where will the metal go?
Oh, for goodness sake. At the negative side, Cu2 plus becomes Cu. What do you think will happen?
The sulfate will decrease and then metal will pop out. But where will the metal go?
The mass gain at the cathode. The mass gain at the cathode. Does that make sense or not?
Also, it attaches itself to the cathode.
Does that make sense? Because it happens at the cathode, right?
Yes.
Right. So the anode will be losing mass and the cathode will be gaining mass. Make sense?
How will it? So if it's losing mass, right? Then
yeah,
the sulfate disappears and then it's just the impurities. Then what's this impurities?
Impure copper means what? We have to understand that, right? So impure copper means copper with some impurity, right?
Mm.
In this case, 12.9 impure copper is lost. 12.9 gram, correct?
Yes.
The copper gain at the cathode, think carefully, is it impure or pure or don't know or pure? Now, how do you know it's pure? You at least go through that. Correct, because the reaction is super pure, right? The reaction is super pure. So think carefully, the impurity react or not?
No.
The impurity will just be left there, right? That's all, right? That's all. Yeah. Stop doing your C. Just stop it. Stop plugging numbers and rely on your logic.
But isn't this correct?
If you want to be correct, then I'll let you be. That's it. Right? The percentage will be 24.5. Okay, done? We're done here?
No, what? I'm saying that.
Could you just rely on your logic, please, for a while? I'm trying to form your logic. You're very rushed, right? Would you like to rush on C? Come, we'll just rush C and then go to D. We just do that.
No, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Please don't write things first. 12.9 is the impure copper loss. 12 gram is the what?
The pure copper gain.
At this point, you know, right? The Cu becomes Cu2 plus, and then the Cu2 plus becomes Cu again. This you know, correct or not?
5 is the pure copper lost, right?
Oh, goodness me. Why do you say pure?
Because that's the one that's being used to react.
Look, I asked you just now, does the impurity react?
No.
No, right? So the impurity is left there, right? Collected there, right? But the 12.9, are you sure that's just the pure part of the impure copper? Are you sure? No?
12.9.
Well, I mean, you're writing it. So 12.5.
Wait,
I know that the reaction is only the copper becomes copper 2 plus, but are you sure that the 12.5 is only copper?
I thought this wasn't copper at all. I thought this was the impurity.
And what?
Wait, no, wait, what was I saying?
What are you saying? Yes, what are you saying?
Okay. I'm gonna tell you
Relax.
and then tell me
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
yes.
What I'm thinking is that the electrons go in here, right? React with
No, go out. The electron go out. The electron go out, not go in. Go out. Go out.
I mean, like you react with the copper pretty much, and then react with the pure part of the impure copper, which
Correct.
then disappears or becomes or joins.
CO2 plus, CO2
Yeah.
plus, which becomes the copper back, right? Okay.
Yeah, and that means it's removed from the anode. So then the 12.5 is the pure copper.
No. But why? But why? Because look at what impure copper means in Jamboard. Jamboard page 5, please.
Okay.
This is the impure copper. The impure Cu. So I'm drawing the impurity like that. It's there. I mean, in small bits and pieces, right? It's there. So when this chunk of copper, let's just pretend that the chunk of copper is lost is this one. There. That's the copper loss to become Cu2 plus, which will then become a pure copper here like that. Correct?
Yeah.
What will happen to the impurity when this chunk of copper is being taken out? What happens to the impurity?
The impurities inside the chunk fall out.
Fall out, which is what is the question is telling us. So the impurity drops here. Now, just based on that, are you sure that if I lost 12.5 gram here, that 12.5 only consists of the copper? Are you sure? Something fell off what? Something fell off what?
Then how do I calculate that?
Isn't it possible that the 12.5, the 0.5 gram is the one that fell? It didn't react, but it fell. Then the 12 gram is what actually kena transport, as proven by the mass gain in cathode law, because the mass gain in cathode is only 12 grams. So that must be the pure part of the copper. Must be. It's not going to be lost anywhere. Right? Okay. Now, if you understand that, then you can answer C. Only then you answer C.
Okay.
I'm sorry, why is it 32 gram? I'm sorry, why is it? Why do you involve 32 gram here? Why? Why do you compare it with 32 gram?
Because that's the total one.
At the end, there's 19.5. Maybe I'll just ask you that way. So the 19.5 is not included. It is not part of your calculation. I know that that's the total, but then at the end, there's still 19.5 left.
Yeah.
I would agree with you, but your teacher might be different, so pay attention. Is this logical? Are you sure you understand the logic?
Yeah.
That's the important part. Now, for D, I think you would be able to do this. Can I ask you to type this? 3 marks, ma? Construct your sentence properly. If you're a bit unsure, better ask. Like, let's see whether you can construct a nice question for the teacher. Like. Anesh, do you mind going in and out first so that I can see your first part? Then you can continue again. Anesh, go in and out, please.
I did.
Nothing is happening here. Right. I'm gonna refresh. I haven't seen anything. Could you try that again, please?
Okay. You see now?
Nothing. You're typing at page 5, right? Am I correct? Yeah, page 5. Yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing any. What's going on?
Yes.
Anyway, continue typing first. Continue typing. I'm not seeing it. Just continue first.
Hey, copper is green color, right? CO2.
No, no. CO2 plus is the easiest color. It's blue.
Blue. Oh yeah, blue.
The only blue color is CO2 plus, right? So you remember that, lah. Copper itself is pinkish brown. You can call it that way, lah. Pinkish brown metal. Those are the words to use, lah. Right?
Wait, then.
Okay, now I see something. Right? Are you typing right now? Sorry, are you typing right now?
Not currently, no.
Okay, I'm gonna make it smaller. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna make it idea first, right? There you go. Right. Okay, so you're saying, right? Yeah, you're saying.
So that means blue solid will be collected around.
Blue solid. I'm sorry. Why do you say blue solid? What's going on here? The blue is the aqueous CO2 plus. That's blue. The copper itself is a pinkish brown solid.
So the pinkish brown solid will collect around the pure copper area.
Your observation 1, 2, 3 is not valid at all because that's what the question tells you. I'm sorry, you cannot repeat what the question tells you.
You can.
You can't. What are you talking about, Anesh? He tells you that the impure is collected there. You cannot simply say that and gain marks. You cannot say that the impure copper block decreases because they already tell you in A, calculate the mass loss. You cannot say that the cathode increase in size because that's what they say in B. You have to contribute more than what the question tells you, right? I hope that makes some sense.
Okay, I won't argue with you. I think you're right anyway. Okay. What other three observations are there that I could make that the questions have?
I mean, to be fair, your observations are correct lah. It's just that they tell you already, right? So maybe you will add color. I mean, at the very least, right? Because explain also. So the explaining part is also not there. So you want to explain in terms of, at redox, or like maybe you can explain why the impure copper bond is decreasing. Maybe that's an additional value they can give you marks with.
Oh, explain. Yeah, you're right.
Because it's just describing, so describing cannot lah, but maybe explanation can. Give it a try, please. The colors might help. But a little bit, right?
Okay, we're not in.
I guess that's one explanation. I guess so. That's maybe you will just make it very clear that the impurities don't react. Because you say pure copper reacts, which is wonderful. You contrast that with the impurities not reacting. Let me confirm first that is what you're thinking. Is that what you're thinking, that the impurities did not react?
Yeah.
Then just say it out clearly for a contrast, because that kind of explains it, right? Oh, the impurities doesn't react, so it falls low. That's nice. That's a good thing to mention. That's one. That's great. Okay. So first observation looks good. There is no color you can mention to the impurity because you don't know what that is.
Yeah, I think that
looks good to me. So sounds good. So maybe you can, you can start to explain the second and third one.
Yeah.
The reaction and the redox will be very helpful and very standard here.
How's that?
Let's see. Um, the formula is there, so I feel that the first sentence is not counting. I would say that you would want to say it is reducing or oxidizing. You don't say that it's part of a redox. It's not good enough. I think you have to take that out and change it to, what do you think? Is it a reduction or is it an oxidation? What is it? Sorry. You're muted.
It's my mom's phone, so people keep calling it. So.
Right. Okay. So what is it? Reduction or oxidation? Just say it out. I can't hear you. Sorry. Reduction or oxidation? No. If you cannot, if you have to be mute. Yeah. Okay. So landscape again.
Hello, sorry, my dad. He's overseas, so it doesn't know me. Again, yes.
Right. So. Oh goodness me. All right. Then scrap the first sentence. Scrap it.
This is a reduction setup. That doesn't make any sense.
This is a reduction. This is a reduction. That's enough. It's a reduction. Right. The sulfate solution cannot say that. Cannot say the sulfate solution, even though that's like technically correct. Just say that added into the electrolyte, because that's the appropriate term, I guess. Electrolyte lah. So electrolyte solution. Although sulfate has nothing wrong with it. Yeah, this is just slightly better. So your explanation on why it is reduced is because it's reacting and the reaction is reduction. That's your explanation, correct?
Yep.
Does that contribute anything new that the question haven't told you?
The formula is new. And I mean, the fact that
the formula is new. Yes. So those two things are new lah. So at least that's your, that's your shot for the 1 mark lah. Fair, right? It's fair. It's fair. Right? Okay, so
I don't understand what color is the thing that's being added to the pure copper.
Again, what is the color of CO2 plus?
Blue.
Yeah. If you want to add it here, I guess you can add it here lah. So you can. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna say cathode increases inside. I don't need to put colors in.
Maybe here no need. Maybe here no need. Maybe other question need. Fair. Right. Just finish your third one.
Hey, my formula is wrong.
If your formula is wrong, better fix it. Which one is wrong?
Yeah,
Which one is wrong? It's good. It's good that you realize it. It's very good that you realize it. Let's see whether you can correct it.
But then it's not reduction.
Your formula is now that, right? So they hate minus 2e. So again, you're technically correct, but they hate it. So what do you do with it? You cannot write minus 2e. So instead, you will write it how?
I don't know. Is it e2 minus? That doesn't make sense.
It's just a fifth time. So yeah, I'll leave it to your teacher to explain. Just pay attention to your teacher. So this is not acceptable, although technically you're correct. So you have to find the proper presentation from your teacher. As for realizing your mistake, wonderful. Now, okay, finish up that observation.
By the way, I'm gonna get my answers on Monday, because I think Friday is a public holiday, and
no problem. Just make sure you pay attention on how they wanted it. Just make sure that you pay attention. Right? Okay. Maybe you'll remember it this time. Are you okay? Because the third one should be quick. Are you okay?
yeah, just finished.
Right, it's a reduction. Yeah, the formula itself is correct. So looking good, right? All looks good. Just checking the sentences. I guess that's fine. No, just cross-check with your teacher whether your teacher wants something else or again the presentation of the months. Now, any question for question 9?
No.
Look at question 10 before we end because time's up. Just look at question 10. What do you think about question 10? Oh, this is good. This question is good. This is cross with experiments. Wow. This is another level. Okay. All right. So noted lah. Right. So tomorrow I'll see you at 8:30. Will that be okay?
8:30 to 9:15.
Yeah. 8:30. Right.
That should
okay.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see. Bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.